Tensions are escalating in the Caribbean as Cuba's military declares readiness for a potential United States military operation. This comes at a critical time for the United States Navy, with its most advanced aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, facing an extensive period out of commission. Cuba's Deputy Foreign Minister, Carlos Fernandez de Cosio, stated in an interview with the United States news channel NBC News that their military is preparing for the possibility of military aggression. He emphasized it would be naive to ignore the potential for escalation. These statements follow recent remarks by United States President Donald Trump, who hinted at a takeover of the socialist island nation. Adding to the diplomatic friction, Cuba's foreign ministry reportedly denied the United States Embassy in Havana imported diesel for its generators, citing the ongoing energy crisis and the United States' own long-standing trade embargo against the island. Cuba has faced decades of economic hardship, corruption, and a decaying infrastructure, with its approximately 10 million residents frequently experiencing power outages. Meanwhile, a significant challenge for the United States military has emerged. The supercarrier USS Gerald R. Ford could be out of active service for 12 to 14 months. The ship, which recently concluded 9 months of sustained combat operations in the Red Sea, was diverted to the Suda Bay naval base on Crete after a fire broke out on board and due to increasing system strain. The fire, which occurred on March 12th, damaged living quarters and beds of the soldiers. Compounding the issue are long overdue maintenance tasks. The military portal 1945 reported on this development, noting that the loss of the Navy's most modern platform poses a considerable problem given the current global political landscape. Domestically, a financial dispute in the United States continues to impact government services. President Donald Trump suggested deploying the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, known as ICE, at airports for security measures never before seen, should a funding agreement not be reached immediately. This dispute centers on financing for the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees both ICE and the Transportation Security Administration, or TSA, responsible for airport passenger security. Multiple votes on a new funding package have failed, leaving many Transportation Security Administration personnel unpaid since mid-February. In response, entrepreneur Elon Musk has offered to cover the salaries of airport security staff affected by this financial impasse, posting his intention on his online platform X. In other news, former Federal Bureau of Investigation Director and Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller passed away on Saturday, March 22nd, at the age of 81. His family confirmed his death, which prompted United States President Donald Trump to disparage Mueller. Also, Elon Musk suffered a legal setback in a San Francisco district court, where a jury concluded that he violated securities law with 2 misleading statements during his 2022 acquisition of Twitter, potentially requiring him to pay substantial compensation to former shareholders. And a federal judge in Washington recently blocked restrictive access rules for journalists at the Pentagon, ruling against a policy that could classify reporters as security risks for seeking non-public information. These developments underscore a period of heightened geopolitical tensions, significant military challenges, and ongoing domestic, political, and economic struggles in the United States, alongside notable legal and media freedom battles. What's your take on Cuba Readies for U.S. action amidst U.S. carrier shutdown? Share your view in the comments. Do you think this will matter in the next news cycle? This video was generated using artificial intelligence.